go to Brad Sean's question. Is it Sean, Brad? Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Wasn't sure how you pronounce that. Wizards looking for some help with a butcher shop client that we've discussed in the past called Prairie Meats. They're currently offering something called Perfect Plates to their clients. I like that. Perfect Plates comes in two ways. Number one, a prepackaged meal for two that includes a protein, steak, chicken, or pork, and three sides, stuffed mushroom, stuffed potato, bacon wrap, jalapenos. Guys, it's almost lunchtime and I'm hungry already. The second option is you can customize individual meals for as many people as you want by choosing a protein for each person and choosing three sides for each person. 6 different proteins, 7 different sides to choose from. Okay, pretty cool. The question is, should these two ways be marketed together? In my mind, it's two very different customers that would choose one or the other. There is the person that wants to come in, grab the meal for two quickly, not having to think about anything else, go home and cook it and eat. Then there's the person customizing their meal. They have time to think, want to make their own choices, and see value in creating the perfect plate. Would you market these both as perfect plates, or would you come up with different names for the grab and go and the customizable option? Stephen?
All right. Well, I don't normally do this, but it just hit me that I think I'd even change the name slightly to Perfect Prairie Plates, just because I like the Perfect Prairie Plate and it ties in the prairie meats. Anyway, there's just a thought.
It's your love of
Um,
alliteration.
and it's my love of it. I do love alliteration. It's a weakness. But coming to your actual question, um, whenever we market things as two different things, we're now asking the consumer to remember two different things. And while they're two different customers, I don't think they're that different because there's a bit of a zeitgeist out there, especially where post-COVID, we've all gotten far more used to going into places and takeout and grabbing things to go. And I think we've been trained that grabbing things to go have this wide variety of size and options and things along that lines. So on one hand, I think we've got our expectation that people have with everything else helps us from the standpoint of already building this expectation that there's probably variations in it. That said, that said, I would steal an idea that we do from the jewelry industry. So often we run into the issue with the jewelry industry of how do we explain to people that we've got a bunch of really awesome stuff at different price points and things along that lines. Now, for you, it's not different price points, it's different options. So I would keep it all being perfect prairie plates is what I would go with. But what I would do is every once in a while, I would do what we call a feature item. I'd pick an awesome plate, describe it really well, make somebody go, "Oh my God, that sounds amazing." And basically say, "Hey, this is a plate." And if it's a customized one, you want to talk about customized. This was one that was customized by our customer Jim. And somebody goes, "Oh my God, that sounds awesome." If it's a standardized one for two, you can every once in a while, like I would do this like once a quarter, pick something specific, advertise it. And when you do that, what starts happening in the consumer's mind is they go, "Well, that one sounds awesome. That one sounds awesome. Oh my God, they've got this. Oh, and they've also got this," without saying, "Hey, well, I've got something for everyone." And then the other two-thirds of the time, just talk about, the quality and how awesome they are and origin stories and all that other stuff. I think that's the direction I would go with it.
Awesome. Well, so I'm going to jump in and say, well, I've been in Brad's shoes, and I've been selling radio, and one of the challenges that he might have with your advice, Stephen, is that he doesn't control the business, right? The business is the client, and
True.
so the business would have to be on board with changing the name. The business would have to be on board with saying that these are two different things. And we often talk about steer the horse in the direction the horse wants to go.
Yep.
Maybe it's the bull. Anyway, a large animal. There's not much you can do to change their direction. So if you see that they want to go somewhere, then be all for that.
Yeah.
And in that line, I think the thing you need think of as well is that this is a campaign, not just an ad. Like if you were just going to write
Yes.
one ad, you could write one ad that talks about both of these. And honestly, I would just talk about it as we do meals, we do the perfect plates, whether it's for one person or a couple of people or 18 people. Everybody gets their choice. It's all a perfect plate. It's a perfect plate for everybody, right? And you could absolutely do that. But I think you could also do one at a time and rotate the ads, or do one week and one the next, because the the true thing that needs to be kept in mind is that this is long term, right? I assume he's been doing these plates for a while, and he's going to continue doing them. And like Brad, unless it's your uncle's shop, you probably don't get to name the plates or how
Yeah,
what
no, they
sides.
they've had trouble with them actually, and part of it was just in-house. It was real people were getting confused, and so were their staff on on trying to promote these.
Oh, what's the
So
difference between one and
everything's
the other?
yeah, yeah, and really, if someone comes in and buys a steak and just or gets a steak to go, their staff should be talking about, oh, well, we also have these three options for an extra 8.99. You get three sides for it, and you've got your whole meal finished.
Hmm.
But they weren't doing that.
Well,
They were
here's the
only
beautiful thing about
just
that.
selling those specific
That's a
prepackaged.
merchandising and a sales
Hmm.
problem, right? Man, they came in the door, so by God, sell them something.
Yeah,
But that's a merchandising issue, and if they want people to come in the door and ask for something specific, there's a different matter. But really, the man, at the end of the day, they've come through the door, and it's up to the staff to upsell them,
yeah.
or to get them involved in the plate, and it's up to you to uh, get people intrigued enough to say, oh, well, I think I need to stop by here and just see what these perfect plates are all about.
We could take
Yeah.
actually a page. I hate to say this because it's talking about a terrible restaurant versus your guy's great butcher shop, but we could take a page from McDonald's. So back before combos became a thing, back in the early days, the question was always, would you like fries with that? And everybody was trained, would you like fries with that? I almost wonder whether somebody orders a steak, the question should be, would you like sides with that? And then the person would say no, because they don't, because they're already making it their own. Or they may go, oh, well, what sort of sides do you have? Well,
Yeah.
we have various options. Now I'm in the conversation, but it's a really easy question because then you can talk about we've got these perfect plates and here's the price points. I think I'd be
Right.
training the staff to just say, would you like some sides with that?
I like
And
that.
that
I
then
like
it's
that. I like that
becoming
as
the
a simple
door.
question. I think that's something that your client would
Yeah.
probably really appreciate that advice. And I know that this
Look, if you can
the
get 16-year-old kids at the drive-through to do it, it's not hard.
yeah, if it just becomes part of the vernacular of the store, is
Mhm.
how do you want that upgraded? How do you want, what sides do you want with it? Like always just make the assumption, well, of course you want some sides, right? What are you, a
Yeah.
carnivore diet guy? You get a steak and a side of bacon. That's make sure you have those sides. Does that help?
Yeah, yeah, no, it's just really cool that they allow us to kind of dig deep in their business with them, and they come to
That's
us
yeah,
with some
that's
of these
that's an
problems to say,
amazing
hey, how,
thing.
like, what would you guys do with this? So we, I said, you know what, we have some other people that we can talk to about this and see what their ideas are. So
Yeah,
no, it really
it's an
helps.
amazing thing for a client to give you that kind of freedom and appreciate that kind of advice. So well done on that. This
Yeah, that's
person
awesome.
obviously
That
trusts you.
means you've developed, yeah, it means you've developed a really strong and deep relationship with the customers. That's
Hmm.
great.
Yep.
So all
Good. Thanks,
right,
guys.
let